All right. I believe I'm live currently. And what I want to do is just go here. Yep. Here we go. I'm live. So, hey guys, Nittany here. And this is the Bitcoin Standard Guide episode 2. This was more of a emergency or last minute choice of going live. And I think it's rightfully so to give an update on my current situation. Obviously, I'm not where I am normally, but that's okay. The Bitcoin blockchain, as you could just have seen, it's chugging away block by block. And TikTok, next block, that's what they say. The current height is 860,162, and the current price of Bitcoin is roughly $54,173. This is the main reason I want to talk about. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of the current situation in the world. I think we're going much lower. I don't know how much lower. I'm going to guess probably like 40-ish thousand, because what's going to happen is the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, they're going to have to start cutting rates. Whether it's going to be a no landing, soft landing, or hard landing, I'm somewhere in the middle. Ideally, like, if you think about it, if you're a Bitcoiner, it doesn't really matter what really happens, because if the price goes lower, you're just going to buy more Bitcoin, right? And if the price just stays stagnant, whatever, like if you're in Bitcoin for longer than a couple of years, you're going to understand the long term mindset, right? And obviously, like, it doesn't really mean that we're going to have it's going to be like a bad situation. So obviously, like, I would like for Bitcoin to go up, and I know long term it will, but for the short term, I definitely see some volatility and some risk and some price action to the downside. I don't know how much. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, I'm gonna keep stacking, and I am letting you guys know. Like, I don't know. No one's gonna watch this, but obviously the price of Bitcoin is probably gonna go down. I'm not a genius. I've been seeing things online. I saw Ben Cohen's video yesterday on soft landing versus hard landing, and honestly, it makes sense with the whole given situation and also just how things are moving. And I have a feeling that the price will go down. If it doesn't, I don't care. Like, I'm still going to buy, but I want to be prepared. And in order to be prepared, you have to think like, well, what's Nittany? What's being prepared for a downtrend or an uptrend? Well, on the downtrend side, I think just having cash on the side, if you have any left, whether that's making extra income from a side hustle or selling some old equipment or old items or clothing or whatever, have a garage sale, I don't know. Do favors for people, maybe they can pay you in some Bitcoin. I mean, realistically, the whole point of this is like, I think something's going to happen. I don't know how much is going to happen or when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen, but I have a feeling that it's probably going to happen to the downside, which is okay because you can just buy the dip. And if you don't buy, it's fine. A lot of people have bought in the past couple of years, which the price was lower than it is now. I just feel like it's probably going to revisit the 100 or 200 or 300 weekly moving average, whether that's 39 to 40,000, give or take a couple thousand, 21 to 25,000, give or take a couple thousand. It really depends on what happens and how the government reacts to a lot of the recent data that's come out. And I feel like a soft landing makes the most sense, but I feel like a hard landing is not out of the question. I think that makes the most. It probably, knowing the whole scheme of everything going on, I feel like that's what Wall Street wants to happen is they want the Bitcoin price to go down so they can keep accumulating and flush out the leverage and flush out the people that are soft paper hands. And meanwhile, the Bitcoiners out there, like, if you want to bring the price down, go for it. Like, I'll keep buying the dip. Obviously, like, that's like amazing. That'll be like an ideal situation, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm just saying, like, we all should be prepared, have some cash on the side, buy the dip, oh God, I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter. Buy the dip, keep stacking sats, and always stay humble. Yeah, but like, I obviously don't want people to be like frustrated and like, oh, well, Nittany, where are you getting this from? Like, I'm literally pulling this out of my ass right now. So take it as take it as it is. Don't know if it's gonna happen. I just have a feeling, like, they always say trust your gut. I feel like that's how I feel right now. Is like trusting your gut, and I all I know is I'm prepared for anything to happen. Go up, I know what I'm gonna do. Go down, I know what I'm gonna do just as much as it would go up, go down. And sideways is boring. I mean, that's what's the past 6 months, past I think 25 weeks or something has been just pretty much slowly going down or staying flat. And if you look at previous cycles at this time, we're pretty much exactly where we've always been, just the price is higher. And which is funny because I remember joining Bitcoin in 2021 thinking like, oh, like it's going to go up forever. And then when I hit the bear market, I started realizing that there's cycles and it's very cyclical. Now, depending on macro and stuff, like the black swan event of COVID was a rare occurrence. But also I saw something with Coinbase, being the custodian of like literally 2.1 million Bitcoin. And that's spread apart all a bunch of different ETFs, ETPs, companies, miners, and just general people, the custodian service. And I was like, fuck, if Coinbase somehow gets hacked or something happens to Coinbase, I think it'd be more of a rug pull. They would just disguise it as a hack. That would be just worse than the black swan of COVID, but I think just as bad as if Binance fell, capitulated like FTX or something, like some type of fraud. I think it would be worse than that, or if not the same. And I think we would probably revisit the 20,000 mark. And let me tell you, if that happens, oh, honey, baby, I'm buying the dip. Habibi, buy the dip. That's what I would say. And obviously, like an ideal situation, we would be ready for that. But that could be a wick down, a wick back up, like a V-shaped, recovery type of thing, as Meet Kevin always talks about. But realistically, it could happen as just keeps going down. You're catching that falling knife, which, I mean, you're buying the dip, so whatever. Like, we all know what's going to happen in 10 years from now with the price, and we all know what's going to happen. So obviously, take that as it is. My opinion is my opinion. Let me just refresh this so I have the free. I'm viewing it on the free version, but look, if you want to doubt, zoom out, right? 12 months, okay, that's a bad look. It goes up. I don't know what else to say. It's obviously a little bit. We're operating on extreme fear right now. And that's okay. I mean, I'm preparing myself. I think we all should be preparing ourselves. And in reality, just keep buying the dip. If you want to sell, you can sell. Find a way to make some extra money. Focus on what matters is yourself and what you could learn to better yourself each and every day. And if the price goes down, the price goes down. You can't really do much. I mean, Wall Street wants to do it to suppress and get more people in, like BlackRock, then just buy the dip. I don't know what to say besides that. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. This is Nittany here on the Bitcoin Standard Guide, episode 2. Remember to stay humble and stack sats. Peace out.